What, like geography?
No,
Like, what do you mean?
how you make your
Good stuff, man.
Oh, right, you're in an art school.
Yeah.
When I go to Ghana, I'll build my studio.
Yeah.
I'll buy land somewhere, build a very big studio for myself.
Yeah.
Where I would have places like chambers, I'll call them chambers, where friends like this will come and we'll waste ourselves.
Yeah, definitely.
Smoke crazy.
Land is cheap there, huh?
Sorry?
Land is cheap.
Oh,
there.
land is cheap. Land is really cheap.
Yeah, that's good, man.
And then like you don't, and like building, you don't even have to build with concrete, right?
No, we build with concrete, but it's
No, but I mean you don't have to.
Everyone does.
yeah, not everyone. If you
But
want.
not because there's a thing now in my country where people are saying like, why the fuck are we building all our buildings in concrete? Concrete doesn't work in our weather because concrete traps heat and it's really hot in my country. Concrete works here because it
it's colder.
because you can like preserve the heat and like it can. But it's not like that in the Middle East. So, like everyone's like, what? Plus we don't have any storms, no wind. Practically no wind, and I mean it does get windy sometimes, but I mean and it rains like for 2 weeks and gets windy for 2 weeks. There's no point in us spending all this money on concrete. And so it's really cheaper to make a building without concrete. Without
Oh
lime.
really?
Yeah, of course it is. With like limestone or like clay or something.
The way
So
clay
how then-
tends to be
how
really
then-
different, yeah.
How then do we basically looking at Ghana's architectural history, we started building with clay, and now we are using concrete because we feel like to build with concrete is like to tag you as a rich person. or like,
exactly. That's the
you
same
know what I
thing.
mean?
To look like advanced.
Yeah, but
So the posh house has
but if truly clay is better for us than concrete, then why do we have to use
Exactly.
concrete?
That's the same in my country, no? That's the same thing. It's because
And our leaders, like the people, the elites, they make you aware that these things are the best for you, and they are
but
clearly
it's
not.
But it's not just about the elites. Like the elites mostly are about them looking posh. So what happens is they start westernizing. They start copying the West, and countries like London, countries like the UK, cities like London, Paris, all these other places, America, and they find that the ways of theirs is advanced instead of advancing what they already have. Like this is something that I use a lot in my work. The difference between modernizing and westernizing.
It is like the concrete here has like a bad name. Like in this book it's different. This is like some, special stuff.
Some advanced shit, right?
But here, like concrete has a really bad reputation. It's like,
brutalism, wars,
exactly, and what it represents. And no one can get past that. Like in other places in Europe and places like in Japan, they can make concrete look beautiful, special architectural buildings. But I guess maybe even places like France, the relationship with concrete may be similar to us. But I don't know. Yeah, generally speaking, it's not. Yeah, it's advanced, but people hate it as well. And you can do a lot more. I went to a talk about it not all that long ago. Yeah, and it was just about like how much you can do with concrete, but people don't want to do that shit here,
because it looks bad.
Yeah, well, just because people don't want to buy it and people don't believe in it, it's just got a bad rep.
What do you mean by bad rep? Is it like because it looks totalitarian?
It's not just the way it looks, it's just because of like all the stuff that got built with it here, and then like those areas got run down, and so people's association with it, and some of the looks, because you had like,
Stalinistic
so you had in Marseille, you had Cavourcier's, what's it called, Radiant City, like it's basically the godfather of brutalism. One block, and that's what everything's based on, and everything else is just this kind of shit imitation.
Oh damn! Why do you have to go?
I'll show you. Where's my phone?
Let's go now. Yeah, you got 6 minutes. 6 more minutes.
I'm just sad I have to go to.
Yeah.
It's a really special moment. Look at the
it is.
academic arguments going on right now.
Yeah.
I have read a lot of history. I never thought concrete had this kind of history. Until now.
We can do it again.
There are some things you never get in books.
Exactly.
Unless you sit with I
don't get my shit from books. books.
Yeah.
I don't really read that much. I'm mostly like, I like living things and seeing things, I think. I mean, it is in part some ignorance from me because I'm kind of not that, I don't enjoy reading, but I find it more interesting gathering my sources from what I see physically in real life or maybe hearing about. And I do some reading, but I'm not very research based.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Like I just told you I've been reading lots of stuff, but mostly I draw, you know, lots of information from people or the things I see, just like you said. Yeah.
So this is the building.
Because seeing is much more like believing.
So this is the building that he built in Marseille.
Yeah.
And this is, and so it's got a swimming pool on top.
Wait,
Yeah.
And so you know the Barbican here, the Barbican is based on this, and it was about the fact that you could fix society's problems with architecture, you know? And this is what it's all about. So inside there you had a shopping centre, place to do the laundry, everything all in one thing.
You're talking about that futuristic mentality
Yeah,
that was had
utopianism,
at the time, the utopianism and land for everyone and housing for everyone.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it always
never
fails.
happened.
It just fails. And so a lot of these places visually are based on this, but like they're not culturally, you know, they didn't really, it doesn't fucking work basically.
I think I remember the talk you're talking about. Was it the talk at the RCA, the one with the...
No, it was one at this Architecture Society, but they would have talked about many similar things. It's pretty...
Yeah, cool.
It's... Yeah, it's like, you know, there was a big building, big estate in Elephant and Castle that got knocked down recently. Huge, yeah.
Just
you
like
can't miss it.
it was on the one on the roundabout.
Yeah.
I studied in LCC, so I saw that. I did my BA like 5 years ago, so I saw that.
And do you remember it used to have all the walkways? It's huge.
Yeah, the subways.
Yeah, the biggest estate in Europe, right? That was, and so you know they had all these kind of ideas for stuff like that, but they always turned into. I think it's bad to say they turned into crime-ridden areas. I think that's an overstatement, but they had bad reps, you know.
Yeah.
Look at the building you showed me and this.
I've been there. Is this still the same one?
No,
different.
this is
so
a building in Ghana. This is actually my hall when I was in the university.
There you go.
My
and it's the same, right?
Yeah.
The line through the middle.
So when I saw it, I was like, what the hell?
And that's the first one I showed you. The first one.
Yeah, the first one. And this is my one. Like this is in Ghana, that building.
You can go and see the one I showed you in Marseille. It's an art gallery on top.
What's it called, that building? The one in Marseille?
I'm trying to remember the name of it in French. It's in English. It's Radiant City, but it comes up not the exact thing. But his name is Corbusier, so C-O-R. And then so it should come up, and you'll see the block. It's in Marseille. But it's well worth seeing, like, you know.
Yes.
That's right. That's it. Yeah.
There's also a documentary on this which I have waiting. On Domino.
You can't call them and say.
That's his first day at work, bro. You get Uber.
Sorry.
You're gonna get Uber or you
No,
train?
bus. That's why I have to go. That's why I have to go.
Yeah.
If not,
Oh, Liverpool Street, right?
yeah.
There's a bus that goes straight to the Liverpool Street.
I think it's 344. Yeah, 344.
I always.
What about train? You
Get the
know-
train, definitely.
Yeah, if there is.
Yeah.
Train will be
There's-
really
You go to Victoria
Okay.
and you get on the Circle line straight there. It's the quick way. Or maybe you can go Clapham Junction, but we'll check on City Map.
Well, that could be nice because there's a bus here to Victoria Station.
Yeah, 170. I just did that journey.
Only like 10 minutes. You know?
170, yeah?
No, 170 from here to Victoria will take like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I think.
No,
And then the train will take you about the same.
Because I think that's the bus I take every day from Battersea Bridge to Victoria.
Oh, I was telling you to go a different way from here. This looks skeptical. I would never do this.
What is?
They say, fuck off. You could do it, I guess. This is insane.
Really?
You know these apps, like sometimes they tell you some insane routes, like go to Clapham Junction, go to Waterloo, get the Waterloo and City line to Bank, get the Central line from Bank to Liverpool Street. That is a good route though. Each one is like 1 stop, 2 stops. That is smart.